What's up, you freaky folks? My name is Nick. Welcome to my channel, where I cover all things horror. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. And on Saturdays, I like to take a look at my favorite streaming service, Shudder, to find a solid horror movie recommendation for you guys. And I'm really excited to talk about this week's pick, Shudder's latest original, Spiral, because we need more gay horror. But first, a quick PSA. Do you like all kinds of creepy content? Are you looking for a horror-loving gay best friend? Do you think I'm absolutely fucking gorgeous and you want to stare at my face all day? I have a solution for you. Subscribe to my damn channel. The end. Spiral is a slow-burn psychological horror set in 1995, and it's about a gay couple, Malik and Aaron, who moved to a picturesque house in the middle of nowhere to raise their teenage daughter without the noise of the big city. Unfortunately for them, their new peaceful community is not as accepting as they were expecting. Based on the Shudder reviews, I can already tell people are calling this the gay Get Out. And while I wish that were true, I have to point out three central issues that I think hold this one back from being one of the next greats. Like I said, this is a slow burn, and we've seen many horror movies where a character is made to feel crazy while outside forces terrorize them. But this movie spends a good hour of its 90-minute runtime spinning its wheels, bouncing from consciousness to disillusionment. And by the time it gets to the good stuff in the end, it just feels like this movie had so much material that the filmmakers were just plain unwilling to unpack. Our main character, Malik, is very interesting, but I have to say that I was quite bummed to find that this movie didn't focus on the couple as a pair. Malik is really the main character, and then Aaron is just a side character. It's a total bummer because there's so much material to explore here. The teenage daughter comes from Aaron's previous relationship before he came out. They're an interracial couple, and while those complexities are hinted at, they aren't fully explored. There's a massive plot point that happens early on in the first act that just isn't addressed by the two together, and I kept waiting for this to become some major story element later on in the movie, and it manifested to nothing. It's such a bummer because if these two characters just had basic communication skills, the main conflict of the film would have been resolved like a half hour in. I hate seeing that in any normal horror movie, but it especially irks me here. I came for the representation, and I get frustration and disappointment. Shocker! My last major complaint about the movie is that it takes place in 1995 when it feels so well suited for present day. Malik regularly uses the internet for plot purposes, and it's just like, I'm sorry, your dial-up in the middle of nowhere is not getting the job done. It shouldn't be, because I remember in 1997 going to my public library and I'd still have to wait like 20 minutes just to watch pictures load on the screen. You mean to tell me he's watching full-blown videos? I call bullshit. This is a bummer because I feel like the time frame could have been used to show how people problem solve without the easy access of the internet, and instead it's like the writers were just like, they had internet back in the day. It's fine. We don't need to do, like, actual work. I think setting the film in the 90s is the filmmaker's way of driving home the message of homophobia and discrimination. As if that isn't, like, alive and well in 2020. I mean, there are still basic bitches who refuse to write Adam and Steve on a cake when it's, like, their job to bake cakes, or like, you know, their job to give out marriage licenses. Like, do they really think the days of hate crimes are long gone? Cause, I don't fucking think so. Everything about this movie is made to reflect modern day, and I think the entire central message would have been much more impactful if the film was set in 2020. With all of these complaints out of the way, I do want to say that I think this is a well-made and entertaining movie, so I want to shift to three things that I think make it work. Jeffrey Boyer-Chapman, who plays Malik, is really hot. I mean, he's a really great actor, giving a great performance. Through a lot of the boring stuff early on in the movie, I was engaged just with his acting, and I was like, okay, this is all leading somewhere, this is going places. And it really doesn't, but I have to say, Boyer-Chapman really carries the movie on his shoulders, and with a lesser actor, the whole thing falls apart. And I do really like the central message of the movie. Not just homophobia is bad, because duh, but without spoiling anything, the movie really gets to the cycle of hatred and prejudice in the United States, and how those who identify as the normal ones prey upon those that are deemed to be the outsiders. And also, without spoiling anything, I just have to say, this movie has one of those scenes, one of those moments that is just, holy shit, bonkers, what the fuck, oh my god. I'd say watch out if you're looking for a spoiler-free experience, because people are already talking about the main thing in this movie that the actual movie doesn't get to until like the last 10 minutes. So I'll just say I really like that stuff. I wish it was explored more, but this movie really has a lot going for it that just suits me as a viewer. Not just in a biased sense, I think it actually has plenty to offer. It just doesn't really go as far as it needed to. Overall, Spiral is well directed and very well acted, but I do think that the script needed a few more drafts before going into production. I'm gonna give Spiral a 3 out of 5. I found it entertaining and disturbing, but while it has plenty of stuff on screen that I just plain enjoy, I won't ignore its faults. What did you guys think of Spiral? Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it as always. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Let me know what you're watching on Shudder, and let me know what you want to see here on the channel. Feel free to follow me on Instagram if you would like. Feel free to subscribe if you would like, and if you do, hit that bell so you catch all of my future uploads. I mean, it's Halloween season as of, weeks ago. It's just been Halloween. I'm just living in Halloween. So there's plenty of fun stuff going on. Thank you so much again for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. That's it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.